Here's a common misconception most people have about CBAM, that many African exporters don't directly pay the CBAM certificate price anyway, so why should they care? But African exporters should absolutely care, and that's because your EU buyers can't comply without your help, and that gives you leverage. Let me explain. I'm Pauline Anaman. In this video, we are mapping who does what in the CBAM world and how you can turn your role into an advantage. CBAM puts legal obligations on EU importers. Those are the companies actually bringing your goods into Europe. They are called the CBAM declarants, and they have to 1. Report emissions data every quarter, 2. Buy certificates and pay the carbon cost, 3. Keep records for 4 years, and 4. Pay penalties if they get it wrong, up to about 50 euros per ton of CO2. Here is the key. They cannot outsource their legal liability. Even if your contract says buyer pays carbon cost, the importer is still on the hook with EU authorities if something goes wrong. So what do importers want more than anything? It is reliable data from suppliers. Now that's where you come in. You might not pay CBAM directly, but you control something importers desperately need: emissions data about your production. Think about it. Your European buyer needs to know the following: how much CO2 goes into making your product, 2. how you measured it, 3. whether a third party verified it, and 4. which facility produced it. Without this data, they have to use default values, and default values cost them and ultimately you way more. But here is the leverage. If you can provide clean, verified, well-documented emissions data, you become the supplier they want to work with. You are lower risk, you are easier to comply with, you are cheaper for them overall. This isn't just compliance, it is competitive advantage. Most African exporters use customs brokers or freight forwarders to handle EU import paperwork. Under CBAM, you need to check these relationships. If your broker acts as the declarant, they might end up responsible for CBAM compliance. Do they even know what CBAM is? Can they handle it? You need to ask, who is actually the CBAM declarant? Who buys the certificates? What happens if reporting is wrong? Are you insured for CBAM errors? Don't assume your logistics providers know what they are doing. Audit this now. Now let's talk strategy. You have leverage because importers need your data. So use that data. Use that data in negotiations. You can say, we provide verified emissions data that saves you money on CBAM. That's actually worth something. In contracting, please get explicit agreement about data sharing, about who bears carbon costs, and about long-term supply relationships. In positioning yourself, market yourself as a CBAM-ready supplier. Build a reputation for transparency and low carbon intensity. In your operations, invest in emissions tracking and invest also in verification now. Early movers get the advantage. Now remember, you are not just selling a product anymore. You are selling compliance confidence. That's really valuable. CBAM puts legal obligations on EU importers, but it puts commercial power in the hands of African suppliers who can deliver the data those importers need. Your move is to become the indispensable data provider. So what do? Get verified. Document everything. Use your position in negotiations. Next up, how CBAM hits different sectors differently. We are looking at manufacturing, mining, and agriculture, and each face unique challenges. I am Pauline Anaman. Use your leverage wisely.